Now in this video we'll study about the alternative circuit diagrams for Wheatstone bridge. In the previous video we studied the most common type of diagram that we have, in which the resistors are connected in this way between the two terminals, and this is the most common type in which we take P, Q, R and S between the terminals A and B, and this is W, and we can take these two junctions as these 2 points as X and Y. So this is the most common diagram. We are using it for many days now, and but there are some alternative circuit diagrams, and one of the Wheatstone bridge diagram that you will find in your textbook, that is also a Wheatstone bridge. It is quite simple to understand it, why it is a Wheatstone bridge. So between A and B, these will be P, Q, R and S, and these two junctions will be X and Y. Now you can correlate these two diagrams, and the only difference is that the branches in this diagram are parallel to each other, while they are here inclined at an angle, at some angles, but both of them you can easily find out that both of them are one and the same things. Now there are some other diagrams also which are not very clear to see whether they are Wheatstone bridge or not. So in first glance we might not be able to understand whether it is a Wheatstone bridge, but I'll give you two more diagrams, and if you are able to understand them, if you are able to correlate those diagrams with these two diagrams, then you will be fine with basically any kind of Wheatstone bridge diagram. So one of the alternative diagram is this. These are the, if I mark these these resistors and junction point X and Y, then now you can correlate these diagrams. You can see which resistors are connected between which points. Now for example, here we can see that resistor P is connected between the terminals A and X. So here also between A and this point A and X, the resistor P is connected. Similarly between X and B, resistor R is connected. So here also between X and B, R is connected. W is connected between X and Y. Here also W is connected between X and Y. And similarly you can see that Q is connected between A and Y in all the three diagrams, and S is connected between Y and B in all the three diagrams. So basically this does not look like a Wheatstone bridge, but now you can understand, you can correlate it, that it is also a Wheatstone bridge. Now another very famous example that generally comes into competition exams, which is also a Wheatstone bridge, but in initial glance it does not look like it. It looks somewhat like this, in the form of a triangle. Now in this diagram, if you correlate in the same way by finding out the resistors between the terminals, then between A and X there is P. So here A and there is X, and there is a resistor P here, and between A and Y there is resistor Q. So again between A and Y the resistor there is Q, and similarly you can see that rest of the resistors also are on their designated positions. So this can also be understood as a Wheatstone bridge. So these are four diagrams, and if you are able to correlate them with each other, then you will be able to understand pretty much every Wheatstone bridge diagram that are generally given in the competition exams.